A lot of people in the F1 paddock believe that a thing called reverse grid can help in any type of a domination period, whether it's Max Verstappen and Red Bull or Hamilton and Mercedes. And that's exactly what I'll be testing out in this video. So you can, after you subscribe, follow me in this exciting journey. I will use the My Team Career Series lineups and teams, but of course without Audi to make this a little bit more realistic. So I've already done the qualifying session and also edited the teams, so each driver has 5 skill and a car power, of his team. So Porsche, as it's sort of a Red Bull one, will have 10 power, Ferrari 9 power, McLaren 8, and so on. And you can see that all the top teams and fastest cars start at the back. So, will this be interesting? That is the question for today, as the 5 red lights are out for this unusual Singapore GP. It's Joe on pole position, and we have a lot of action right on the start. Max is trying to carve his way through these guys. Oh, we see a 3-wide moment there between Porsche and 2 Ferraris, as Black is very active behind. And Nawawi, what did he do? I guess sort of a collision between him and the McLarens, possibly. You can also see Russell, who's as high as P4, pressurizing Brandon Chan. And whoa, that's a lot of cars going nearly 3 or 4 wide on the straight. Ben Harry is still there. The 2 Ferraris are still P18 and P19. As we scroll a bit here, and oh, Muhammad Nawawi is in the wall. I guess Black just sent him there. No, Black is involved as well. Maybe it was Max. Yeah, we saw that red helmet. And that's the first crash of the day. And in lap 2, Max Verstappen has gotten into the top 10, overtaking Merkanovic. That is just insane. Max is already P10 after 2 laps. As the 2 AlphaTauris are preparing to bottle. Oh, Ben Harry came out of nowhere and just casually got ahead. It was Merkanovic. Now Tsunoda goes for a move on his teammate. And Berman and Black are struggling. I'm sure they also have 5 driving skill, but, well, maybe they're just caught up in the traffic. Milestone overtakes to Josic, and Max follows him through, as well as Joe is still leading. Congrats to him. Raiden is just miles behind him. Lap 3, we see Ben Harry and Max are trying to overtake Chang at the same time. Verstappen goes through, and yes, we see the Ferrari man as well. Oh, he goes for a move on Max, and clips the wall there. That causes a yellow flag, but he's able to continue. He's already P7, Verstappen P8. Berman and Black, I don't know why, they are still in P18 and P19. Lap 4, Verstappen decides to go for an undercut, and so does Raiden. Let's see if that pays off for these guys. Black obviously stayed out because he's on the medium tires. We also have Joe, Alonso, Latifi, Ben Harry, and a lot of other cars on the soft tire, so probably will be seeing them pitting out. Another crash. No. Bearman is out. Bearman is out, and I think Black just took him out. As we see this replay. Oh, that is massive. So one of the top cars is out. The FIA decided to bring out the virtual safety car, but these guys are just not in time. You can see that indicator flashes, and that means really, well, Joe will probably lose less time and gain around 1 or 2 seconds. So where is Max? Let's see. With his undercut, Max is P12. Well, not quite. As we see him making his way through Tsunoda, Raiden, and Russell. With the pace he has, he'll just easily take the lead. I think maybe before lap 10, as we saw another yellow flag, but I'm not sure what happened. Maybe just again a wall clip by someone, and Albon is in the lead. But on lap number 6 he pits as well, and that promotes Max to P5, and there he is, P4, P3, yes, P3 for him already, and that is Russell fighting with Chang. The Haas driver got overtaken by Max. And now the only car between him and the lead is George Russell. But that Williams car, actually credits to him, was able to hold Max till the end of lap 6. But we see 2/10, 1/10, and there he is, making a move on George Russell right on the line probably. And well, it took 6 laps, yeah, 6 laps for the fastest car on the field to take the lead of the race. Alright, now we finally see Black making some moves. At least he's all over the back of Merkanovic. Whoa, that was close to the wall, I must say, and we don't see it. But Merkanovic actually stays ahead for now. Fortunately for the AlphaTauri driver, he has Piastri right ahead of him, so he can use DRS of the Australian driver. Ben Harry is fighting for P4, which will turn into P3 on lap 8 as he overtakes Joe. Remember, this is the pole sitter and he's already P4. But at the end of that lap, the Ferrari decided to call him in. Oh, that was an unsafe release, for sure. Ben Harry nearly crashed with Piastri there. And out of nowhere, we actually see a battle for the lead as Verstappen pitted as well. But I guess it will not take very long for Verstappen to actually come back. There he is, behind Joe, already. That's the point for P3, and Alonso and Latifi are really close ahead. There he is, the Dutch star of this Porsche team, which should be Red Bull, of course, in our experiment. But anyways, he goes for a move on the Alpine, and he's on the fresh soft tires. Alonso is going into the pits. On lap 10, Ben Harry, being in the top 5 already, and tries to get that P4 from that is Italiano George, and the move is successful. And the Singaporean Ferrari driver can actually see Ricky and Joe fighting up the road. Will he go for a move? Yes, he will. And that promotes him to P3. P3 and P2. What a stunning move. A double overtake from Ben Harry. That is nice. Sector 2 yellow flag. Again, I have no idea who crashed. Verstappen is starting lap 11. Oh, and his teammate is going slow. And I think he has a puncture. Oh, the rear left tire is damaged. Oh my god, that is a disaster for Black. So he's now in P19 and probably out of contention, even for points. Now Ricky is overtaking Nawawi for P8. McLaren's are the third fastest team here. Currently, Piastri is P5 and Ricky is P8. They also have Russell in P3 ahead of them. As Piastri makes a move on Milestone and Alonso tries to follow him. Oh, that's a stubborn defense from the Mercedes driver. There you can see Latifi behind this group. And this train is getting closer and closer to George Russell. Alonso now overtakes Latifi. That was unexpected. Ben Harry goes for his third pit stop of the day. So does who was it? Yeah, Milestone. And that is a questionable strategy from Ferrari and Mercedes. It's lap 13. They are on the fresh set of soft tires. Latifi and Ricky are trying to overtake Alonso. Ricky is through, so does Latifi. Not quite. Not quite. Russell, by the way, sits in P2 now. That is just insane. But Piastri overtakes him right now. So he's up to P2. Ben Harry overtakes Alonso, and also, who was it? Ricky. Yeah, Ricky overtakes Russell. He's demoted to P4 and P5 at the moment. And now on lap 14, what is going on here? Alonso, Piastri, and Latifi dive into the pits. What on earth is this strategy? Man, it's lap 14 and they pit again. Of course, they will be much quicker than everyone else. Piastri's going around the outside of Ocon, and the McLaren driver actually nearly made this at 3 wide. Mom and Joe still ahead of these guys, but for how much longer? And he clips the wall. Oh, he went flying into the air for a split second. Oh my god. Joe got a 5 seconds time penalty for that. Piastri tries it one more time, but Joe goes for a move on Ocon. Now, whoa, that was close. But here, maybe this will work out. Yes, Joe just moves aside. And was no need to forget that Verstappen is still leading the race on lap 15 out of 15. Ben Harry is second. Rick is third. Russell and Albon, can they stay in the top 10? Now, Italiano George goes for a move on Russell. So the Williams pair is now P6 and P7, and we see a battle of teammates. Ocon just lets Latifi pass. Verstappen wins the race. But this fight will continue to the checkered flag, I think. Albon got overtaken by 2 people already. We see Ben Harry crossing the line in P2. Ricky will finish in P3, I guess. Ocon Albon loses another place. Latifi grabs P9. Ocon is too far away, I guess. Alonso is spectating this battle. Piastri in the last corner. He goes for it. Oh my god, they crash out. They crash. Piastri took out Russell in the last corner. Drama here in Singapore. What on earth was the McLaren driver doing? Man, that was the most ridiculous dive bomb I've ever seen, I guess. Boy and AI in Monoposto. But, well, Russell is out of the top 10. His teammate Albon grabs 2 points. As we see the podium, it's Max Verstappen, Ben Harry, and Ricky. Yeah, the 3 top teams are on the podium, but the race was pretty fun, you know. And Behrman, as well as Black, had problems. Yeah, the first one just crashed out. Black had a puncture, and Piastri finished only P6 behind the 2 Mercedes cars. Well, it was interesting. Albon on a Williams in P9. Ocon and Latifi are in the top 10. That is pretty obvious, I think. But again, the race was pretty action-packed. And, well, my opinion is F1 should definitely implement this somehow. I don't know, in a sprint race or an actual GP, who knows? Maybe they will do it after all. After seeing my video, just joking. But still, this is a very interesting idea. Write down below if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel. Join my Discord server, and I see you guys next time. Goodbye.